Today I am going to talk about the third value of the 5S values that I had talked in the first lecture, and this is simplicity. Everyone has heard of, since our childhood I have been hearing that simplicity is very important, great people are simple people, all these things we have heard. But why is it so, and how come that simplicity is important? Well, today I want to tell you one very important insight on simplicity, and that is that there is a paradox of simplicity. You cannot live a simple life unless you have a deep and complex understanding of life. If your understanding of life is superficial, then your life is going to be very complex. To live a simple life, you need to have a full, deep understanding of everything about your own life, a very deep understanding. Only then you will be able to live a simple life, not otherwise. Well, I'll give you an example. For example, whatever you own, whatever you buy, I can afford to buy everything, and if I buy whatever I buy, I'll have to give energy for its maintenance. Even a small thing like a pencil if I own, a pen I own, a shirt I own, I'll have to invest my energy in maintenance of these items. Not to talk of big items, whether it is a house or a factory or an empire or a business or a car or whatever. Whatever I own, it has to be maintained, and it takes its energy. You look at the entire history of mankind and you will find that very few people have been able to live a simple life. And to live that simple life, even in today's world, you can see that people are having so many things. It's a consumeristic society, and people have one item, second, third, fourth, one mobile phone, second mobile phone, third mobile phone, laptop, iPad, iPhone, and so on. But look at the richest person in the world, Warren Buffett, and look at his life. Is it a simple life? He lives a very simple life. He drives an old car. He lives in the house in which he used to live 50 years ago. He has very few pairs of suits, and he lives a very simple life. He can afford to buy mansions, houses, all kinds of things, but still he does not. He lives a very simple life. And look at another example of India, Vijay Malaya. He has houses everywhere. He has yachts, he has aircraft, he has cars, he has all these things. And look at where he is today. He is living a miserable life, losing businesses, all kinds of problems he is facing. So what is important is that we have to go deep into our own selves and understand ourselves, understand the life. Only then we'll be able to live a simple life. Only then a simple life will have a life of very few cares. Simple life means life of very few cares. You walk very easily on this earth. As they say in Hindi, होली खेलते हुए आते हैं और होली खेलते हुए चले जाते हैं. You walk very light, your steps are very light. You don't have care in the words. You walk through this life, come walking, laughing, enjoying, playing, and you walk out of this life walking, playing, enjoying. That's possible because you have very few cares on this world, and because you are able to live a very simple life, because you have understood the life at its very depth. And this brings me to the another value of 5S value that I have talked, which is self-awareness. All this is possible, deeper understanding, when we devote huge amount of time in understanding our own needs, desires, fears, hopes, aspirations, dreams, unconscious, conscious, all those motivations which are driving our lives, all the drivers of our life will make us understand how can we live a simple life. So both these values are related. The more self-aware we are, the more understanding we are of our own selves, of our life, the more simple our life will become. And it is possible to become more self-aware if we focus our energies on it. If we focus our energies on acquiring external things, whether it is material possessions or whether it is non-material possessions and non-material acquisitions, then our energy is not available for our own understanding. That is why if you look at people who live a very simple life, they devote a huge amount of time on reflecting on their own lives and the lives around them, so that their understanding of life is very deep. And that learning happens by reflecting on experiences, by drawing lessons from those experiences, and then putting in practice those lessons of life. So the real choice that you have to make is that where your life energy is going. Is it going in external material acquisitions, or is it going in your self-understanding and self-awareness? If you look at our Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which was written about 2000 years ago, Swadhyaya is one of the very important things that is advocated there. Self-study. That you have to continuously study your own self throughout your life to be able to control your mind, to be able to come to a state of enlightenment. Therefore, to live a simple life, you have to live a life of Swadhyaya, self-study, self-awareness. And for that you have to devote a lot of time and energy. And that is the choice that you have to make today if you have to live a happy life in which you can say, मैं होली खेलता हुआ आया हूँ और होली खेलता हुआ चला जाऊंगा. अगर आप ये चाहते हैं, if you want this, that there should be a dance in your step, you walk in on this earth dancing and you walk out of this earth dancing and full of joy, you will have to focus on these values. Thank you.